What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're in the garage and look at here. Jeep is outside. How awesome is that? So if you've been following along, we know that a lot of the maintenance work now is finished on this thing. A lot of the big item stuff. There's just some smaller stuff I got to do before I go on really any more big trips, but she's back on the road. The tent's up on top. You can see that thing up there. I've already gone out on one trip, put about 200 to 300 miles on it on that trip. Just went out for a one night weekend trip with some buddies, and kind of a shakedown test for everything to make sure that more stuff wasn't going to fly off or break. So we're good. We're good for now, at least. So it's time to start getting out and enjoying the outdoors. But next up on the list, we've switched from maintenance to doing some light modifications, upgrades. And first thing we're going to jump into is this bumper. This is the EAG bumper. I know it's taken a lot of heat from people on being, oh, it's so cheap and all that stuff, but honestly, this bumper, it's got really good style to it. Putting it on went super easy. And what can you say? It holds everything I need, except for one problem I have with it: the lights. When I first got it, I went with these because they're the round style rather than the square style. I just like the round style better, gave it a better look. But the problem you can see here, we got one that's the seals popped in it and now it's all fogged over. I mean, they definitely weren't the brightest lights. They're not really driving lights. You're not going to cruise around at night with just these on and be able to see down the road. If I need to really see, I got this bad boy right up here, and even this one here looks like the seal popped in it and it's kind of fogged over, but it does still work. This one here surprisingly puts out a ton of light, and I'm really pumped about it. If this one goes, I'll just get another one of these because I really like this one. As far as these things go, not so good. So if you're gonna get this bumper, I know they do come in the round option or the square option. It's clearly up to you, but just be prepared to, I don't know, possibly upgrade them to something different if you want, because like I said, they're not the brightest lights. So for this mod, change, whatever you want to call it, upgrade, I mean, we didn't break the budget by any means. So we switched to these. Got these bad boys right off of Amazon, of course, and I went with a cheaper model, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really relying on these things to be, seeing 10 miles ahead of me on the road. That's why I got this big guy here. But I just want something different. Like I said, these are, I had like a blue, clear kind of color to them. So I think by switching to the ambers, it'll probably look a little cooler. Hopefully, there's not going to be a whole lot of modification needed to get these things in. The only thing I see being a huge thing is this bezel. So I'll probably have to take this off and then maybe on the inside sand a little bit of it down, because I think these new lights, it's hard to get a straight answer online, but I think these lights are just a little bigger than these, so it might rub on this bezel that's in there. But if that's all we got to worry about, we're doing pretty good. As far as mounting it goes, I'm hoping to use the mounting brackets that are on these, because it's pretty much, I mean, looking at it when I got underneath there, it's pretty much the same light. So that's enough blabbering out of me. So let's get in here and see what we got to do. Fingers crossed this is not going to be a terribly long, drawn out project, and get a nice little upgrade on the old Jeep here. Okay, so the old lights came out very easy, and I do like this plug, so I am going to have to keep this instead of just cutting it off and just, crimping them together. So what I'll do is I'll cut this wire and then attach it to the new one here. I'll shorten this one down a little bit. After looking at the two, I held them up in there. This is the bracket that comes with the bumper for this style, for the EAG light, and clearly this isn't going to work because you can see Big difference. So luckily these lights come with new hardware. I did test fit this up into here. I'll show you right now what that looks like. So you can see there, it fills it out very nicely. And I won't have to trim that bezel, which is awesome. So now if you hold the two up side by side, you'll see that the new light is just a little bit bigger than the old one, but it does fit inside there perfectly, and we're not gonna have to grind any of that down. All right, well, looking at it, we are gonna have to, hard to see here, we are gonna have to open up one of these sides to get that to fit, because it is just a little bit off. So we'll probably open up both of these and then put them in there. And we'll put it to where this L is towards the rear to pull the light into the housing a little deeper, just to make it look a little better. All right, that'll work. Now to do the other side. All right, so the driver's side, a little more room over here because there's no wire harness and everything. The plug itself is just right up here. Same thing, you got to grind the edges of the bracket out just a little bit. I kind of flatlined it with this bracket that's already in here. Got her in there good and tight. We'll come back later, move everything around and adjust it once it's dark and we can see where the light's actually shining. So wire harness on this one is done. All right, you can see wire harness is plugged in. Where'd it go? Right there. Looped it up over that just to hold it out of the way. Lights in. Like I said, I will come back at night and kind of move these. I am kind of limited on the movement. These bulbs are, they say they're 3.5 inches, and I know the original ones were just a hair under that, probably 3.25, somewhere around there. So this pocket, I have noticed it is a little tight, but we do have just a little bit of movement in it. So tonight when it gets dark, I'll take it out here, shine the lights on the garage, see if I can kind of line it up a little bit, see where we're at. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. All right, well, lights are in. Look pretty good. Kind of changes the front end a little bit, you know. Everybody seems to be running those yellow style lights, so why not join the club, I guess, you know? I don't know. I do like them. They're a lot brighter than the original ones. The only way to really tell is going to be to wait till, you know, tonight, get it out, which I will put some footage. I shoot with a GoPro, so it's not really the best camera for night vision, kind of, or, you know, like night lighting and all that. But I'll take it out. I'll try to get some really good pictures for you and show you the difference. I don't really have anything with the old lights because those things were kind of junk anyway. Like I said, if you were to drive around with just those lights on, you're probably not going to see much. But these ones here, they do seem to be a lot brighter, so I'm interested to see how they turn out. But as far as the project goes, real simple. You do have to modify those brackets a little bit. I don't have like an Amazon affiliate account, so I'll just try to put a general description of what I put in for the lights down in the description of this video, in case you're looking to do something similar. I mean, if you can do wiring and you can modify a little bracket, I mean, your EAG bumper will look a lot different. So I do like it. Like I said, great addition. Can't wait to see these things at night, just to see the true difference in them. But as for this video, that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, I'll put a little footage at the end of this showing the dip with the lights at night. So super easy project. Nice to have those every once in a while, rather than getting all beat down with the other projects. But we have switched from maintenance to upgrades. I do have another upgrade coming, and it involves the solar panels, which I will do in another video once that part shows up, and I'll show you what I'm adding to that setup. And I'm also going to try my hand at making a water containment systems for like hot showers and stuff. Well, mediocre showers, I guess I'll say, because it's not really going to be a heated shower. But we got that project coming too, so stick around for those. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, make sure you're subscribed to the channel by clicking right down here. Don't want to miss any new episodes, do you? Also, until then, check out one of these two. It's good stuff.